Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. Today we're going to take a look at this Super Strike Fat Gotenks character right here. This is the only, sort of fat Gotenks. I mean, it's called Gotenks Failure A, is what this unit is right here. I don't know. I feel like this unit's probably going to suck pretty badly, but we'll see, right? I mean, we are getting 30% defense from super attack. We could stun. Overall, the unit is probably not the most impressive, I would say. So links are definitely going to be a huge concern for this character. If we take a look, they have Saiyan Lineage, Fuse Fighter, Fusion Failure, Bombardment, Supreme Power, Super Strike, and Shattering the Limit. Fusion Failure. I want to take a look at this one real quick. So this is the Fusion Failure link. This recovers HP by 7% is what this does. So, yeah, I'm not really too sure there. Now, this Gotenks, we're getting 30% attack and defense per key sphere obtained. We get 50% defense with one physical key sphere. And then we get 50% attack with 4 physical key spheres. So, yeah. It's interesting that we need specifically physical key spheres, considering that, there's no physical key spheres we could get. Like, very bizarre, right? Like, it's like, we really need to get these physical key spheres, or else the unit's going to be pretty worthless, it seems like. Looks like 4 key spheres is the best we're able to do. What does our defense go up to? 150%. Is what we get up, or 150k. And remember, we're getting 30% defense when we super attack. Yeah, these guys are looking pretty bad. I don't know really what the purpose is here. Very bizarre. Yeah, I mean, we'll link them with the other, the Fusion Failure Gotenks B. I will give each of them their individual videos. I do like to give every unit, like, their individual video. We do have the Failure B Gotenks on the team, to get them on rotation, because they do share all 7 links. But, like, these just honestly seem like pretty worthless characters to me, that will do nothing. I suppose maybe the fact that we're using, like, this physical type character, perhaps, or like maybe we're doing some burst mode, right? And it's like physical hybrid Saiyans, or physical time limit, or physical fuse fighters, or something like that. That's pretty much all I can truly think of, is that that's the way this character would be effective, right? It's just one of these specific category teams for a burst mode, or like a legendary event mission, or something. But just sort of like looking at the stats that this character has, unfortunately, they do seem pretty ineffective. I'm not really too sure what to think here. So we have all 7 links activated, which is good. But yeah, here let's create some orbs, I guess. We have to actually resort to orb changing to do anything. That's, again, very sad. I'm going to have the Tech Gotenks go first. So, all right, let's hit this, and this is just going to give us a huge amount of orbs for physical Gotenks. So he's at 111k defense at the start of turn. Again, remember, we have all 7 links activated. So Saiyan Lineage is giving 5% defense, Fuse Fighter is giving 5% defense, Supreme Power is giving 10% defense, Shattering Limit is giving 5% defense. So we're going to get... So this would be 30% attack and defense per key sphere, but they also do lose 1% attack and defense per key sphere obtained with each turn passed. So I believe that probably activates even on turns they're not actually on. So we're probably only getting 28% attack and defense per key sphere. So here he's at 300k defense. When he supers, he's going to get 30%. So, I mean, we're essentially getting like 100k defense when he supers. Up to like 400k right here, I guess. Sure. So he gets that 50% defense with, well, when attacking with one or more physical key sphere. So actually, his defense could be a little bit better. That 50% when attacking with one physical key sphere probably activates right now. 9.2 he gets up to, huh? And then he gets 50% attack when attacking and a high chance to crit with 4 or more physical key spheres. That is quite the difference in performance. I mean, I guess it is just kind of like a nuking character, right? Like, we did some orb changing. We changed several of the orbs, and then look what happened. I don't really know if we're going to sit here and do some super long extended showcase or anything, though. I mean, as you guys can see, I feel like we kind of have looked at what these Gotenks characters are able to bring to the table. And I'm not overly impressed. Like, they, you know, characters, like, free-to-play characters, Super Strike characters, like, these characters don't need to be, oh my god, the insane level of power or something like that. But I feel like a little bit more. At the very least, perhaps these characters could have created their own orbs. Because, like, that's the thing, right? It's not just that this character needs, like, specific type orbs, but we need a lot of them, right? So that is very, very, very unfortunate right there. Okay, so let's see what we get right here. I think I'm just probably gonna do orb changing again. Yeah, so I'm gonna have this tech Gotenks. Let's do this. Let's, again, just sort of orb change. Let's, you know, get some stats here, I suppose, and see what Fat Gotenks can do, right? We will be able to get a huge amount of orbs. 17 orbs right here. So we're going to go from 123k up to 370k defense. Again, remember, he's getting 30% defense when he actually does do his super attack as well, right? So let's go ahead and see what we are able to get. Okay, here, remember that this Gotenks is a support right here, the World Tournament Gotenks. He'll give us a little bit of support, which is fine. And, okay, sure. Yep. Remember, he does stack defense as well. This Tech Gotenks, he's okay, right? He's solid. Alright, so Fat Gotenks gets up to 11.7, sure. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess this is what the Fat Gotenks and the Skinny Gotenks are able to do. I'm just trying to think of where you would run both of these units together. It's like, if they get all those links activated and you have a bunch of orbs in front of them, sure, it's decent, but I'm not really too sure there. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of the silly Billy Fat Gotenks here. Kind of a goofy unit for sure. Yeah, funny, very funny, very funny. Hey, you know what? Let's get this rotation in as well. Let's just sort of see what we're able to get, right? I just, I don't know, man. So we're just gonna get these 6 orbs right here. Although, I mean, he does really need the physical orbs. Let's just hit it and let's see. 150k? Yeah, I don't know. It's like, when we did a little orb changing, it's like, sure, you know, he got to what seemed to be maybe some decent stats, but if we're not orb changing, it gets that dark, huh? Oh, that Gotenks took a lot more damage. Okay, this Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta hit a lot harder than I was anticipating right there. Okay, sure. Alright, so Fat Gotenks. Oh, he dodged. What was that, a 2 million attack stat? Yeah, I'm not a fan of the fusion failures. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. Not really a fan of the fusion failures here. Alright, this is struggling with a heavy body. Gotenks Failure A, or I guess, you know, Fat Gotenks. Leader skills, physical type key 3 and 77% of stats. Super attack is the Wild Boar attack, which raises defense by 30% for 1 turn. Does supreme damage with a high chance to stun. That's, of course, a 50% chance to stun. I guess that's decent for, you know, again, maybe like a burst mode or a super battle road or something like that. Passive skill is Painful Time, which gives us 100% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then 30% attack and defense per key sphere obtained. And then we lose 1% attack and defense, no more than 10 at max, per key sphere obtained with each turn passed. Then we get an additional 50% defense when attacking with 1 or more physical key sphere. And then an additional 50% attack when attacking, and a high chance to crit when attacking with 4 or more physical key spheres. And then recover HP with candy. Not really too big of a fan. Like, you need all these physical key spheres, but you can't, like, he doesn't even create them. Characters that need, like, type orbs like this that don't create them, very bizarre. Really weird design choice. Links are the Saiyan lineage, Fuse Fighter, Fusion Failure, Bombardment, Supreme Power, Super Strike, and Shattering the Limit. 12 key multipliers, 140% as well. Yeah, just seems not really too great, unfortunately. Finally, we're on a couple of category teams here. Let's see. So we're on Fusion. I guess any options for Fusion could help. It's a pretty small category team. They're also, of course, over on the Hybrid Saiyan team. Sure, I guess. They're also over here on the Majin Buu Saga team as well. They're on the Youth category team. Youth is a pretty small category, so that's decent. More options for Youth is not bad. Then we're on Special Pose as well. Yeah, once we get to, like, Special Pose and Heavenly Events, these are where these characters can be useful, because these are very, very small categories. Anything really can be helpful there. Then, of course, we have the Time Limit category as well. We're also on the Fuse Fighter team. And then finally, we are on the Earthbred Fighters. So there we go. There are these, this fat Gotenks Failure A. Not really too much of a fan, I would say. Seems like a very, very strange design choice. It is very important to get across, though, that it is still a bit of a buff to some of these really weak teams, right? We're at least getting, because, I mean, this character's better than, 2020 characters. Probably like some 2021 characters as well. So just getting extra options for some of these categories is never a terrible thing, but man, they certainly could make some of these units a little bit better. That is for sure.